But thank you, Brian. I believe it's Vash 501 for the wine. So I really appreciate it. Hi, Bearded Keevan, welcome on. Recovering from the wedding. Oh, right, how did it go? But yeah, so I also did these. These are the shoulder pads, and they're all, I think we actually put this together on stream, but this is all EVA foam that has been 3 coats of Plasti Dip, and then airbrush painted different blues and silvers and stuff, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's interesting to say the least, but it'll sit like that, so to give you an idea. Yeah, nice and shiny. So I've got the 2 of those. I still need to add some Velcro on the inside so it'll sit on the fabric there, and because this just kind of sits in one spot and just floats around, we're gonna add a strap from here to here just to kind of hold it around my arm. Awesome. Aw, thanks. The anti-hug device are complete. Yes, another cosplay with spikes so you can't give me hugs. Ha ha ha. What happened to our music? You were working. Error has occurred. Okay, let's refresh. There we go. Wedding was a great time. Drinks, lots of drinks. Awesome. I attached the breastplate thingy. I think I showed that last on stream. I feel like I did a lot over the weekend, but then I don't have much to show. I don't know. We have the wings, which is what we're going to be working on today, so you can see here. And then I added these parts. So you can see there the part that we added. And we're actually going to be working on some other things with them. Stay. The cosplay is going to be bonkers. Oh yeah. If I can finish it in time. But we will, even if we don't get into TwitchCon's Cosplay Contest, we're gonna finish this cosplay, so don't worry. But yeah, so the other pieces on the wings are these, and then I haven't attached these yet because we need to attach these little moons to here first, so then I know where to place them, and we have to do little steps underneath, so that way I can have my little remote on-off battery thing. I have to have it so it's Velcroed, because if my batteries die, I have to be able to take this out and unscrew it and replace the batteries. So I don't want to permanently have it attached in a place where I can never get to it, because that'd be a real pisser, not gonna lie. But yeah, so we're gonna be working on 4 of these right now. And it's just a little fairy light, just from Amazon. I think it was like a pack of like, I wanna say like a pack of 20 for like 10 bucks. Wasn't bad. So, and we're gonna be epoxying the pieces together. This is a 3D printed filament. What is it? It's not ABS, it's not PLA, it's... I don't remember what it is offhand. But yeah. So with this one, I have a hole for the wire to go through. And then I've got, on this bottom plate, there's a tiny little lip to it. So that way this can lock in place to help with gluing. But right now I'm going to kind of figure out, because the lights aren't, they're beaded where the lights come on. So you can see there's little bubbles. I have to make sure that they're evenly dispersed throughout the piece. So we'll kind of be figuring that out before we glue it. Otherwise you don't want there to be like a hole somewhere where there's no lights. I want it to be kind of evenly throughout. And this was just kind of me putting it together and kind of seeing, does this work? Hi, Sinkaros, Pokemon. I'll move this closer so I can see. And our new emote has not been approved yet. Sorry, guys. Hopefully, cross your fingers, Twitch will approve it soon. But we submitted it on, I think we submitted it on Friday or Thursday. I think Thursday actually, because I was talking about it. So, unfortunately, we do not have our Tipsy Tiffany emote yet. So that is that. I want to move some of the lights on this side. It seems a little barren there. So let's see if I can shift any of them. Did everybody have a great weekend? Or an okay weekend, I guess? Mine was pretty good. I got a lot of work done. And then I had my annual hands-on history event at Camp Mabry where I go and help out with the Sherman. And there were so many people and so many kids, and I was actually kind of sick yesterday from it. I felt like shit all day. Just because there's a lot of the little kids are really, really little, and then they come over, I'm like, okay, here, I'll put you in. And so it's like a lot of picking up little small kids, and I feel like I got all their germs. But they all loved it. It still seems a little burner. Let's see if I can move it. And of course they're gonna shift a tiny bit once it's all like permanently in, but I want it to kind of be a little bit more. Okay, I had to get this out of the light real quick. So weekend, lots of people out of town going to see your brother's new dog today though. Oh, nice. Do you know what type you got? Wait, brother or brother-in-law? Because I thought you didn't have a brother. Maybe I'm wrong. You only have a brother? Okay, I guess I'm confusing somebody. That's a little better. Okay, so now we're gonna epoxy it together. And how we're gonna do this is, I think I'm just going to add the epoxy to this ridge right here, and then we'll put this on top, and then we'll put some weighted bags on top of it, so it's a nice secure one. Actually, I got my light hung too, but it's a little too bright right now. So I'm really happy with that. It was really difficult this weekend trying to paint things with really bad lighting. It's like, what else did I know I did something else, but I don't remember offhand. It's a Boxer Great Dane mix, so going to be a big dog. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of dogs, like big dogs, just because I was kind of attacked when I was little. Or not like attacked, but like a dog came and like jumped on me and scratched me all up and everything, and I was really teeny and it was bigger than me and it was really scary, and they make me a little nervous, to say the least, so. Okay. You were attacked when you were younger? Yeah. Aww. Well, I hope it didn't give you a scar. Let's do... Yeah, so you can see a little bit. Come on. There we go. The plan is today to have my wings foam homework all done. And then tomorrow, we will most likely have a stream tomorrow, but it'll be a really late stream. So a lot later than what we normally do, just because I'm gonna need a second person. And hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be doing the wings tomorrow, showing how they actually move. Cross your fingers. You know how you feel as a kid, a dog chased you in circles, you think he was after your croissant? Yeah, that could be. But I've had dogs before. I had a Jack Russell Terrier, and my sister has a little Yorkie. Both sweet, sweet dogs, very protective of us. But bigger dogs, I'm fine with them, but I'm a little nervous by them. Except for the really, really, really huge dogs that are like as big as a horse. I don't know what kind they are, but I've seen one in person, and like its paw is like bigger than my face. I would not go near that at all. I was just like, not doing it. That was at some, I think it was at like a Celtic festival or something, that somebody brought that dog. Just a little much for me, to be honest. Who did you convince to be your second person like a normal Oh, yeah. No, it really was like huge, huge dog. I have no idea the breed, but it's literally like a horse. A baby went and was laying on it, and the baby was the size, or like a toddler or something, was the size of its head. It was so, like, it was a massive dog. I don't know, but yeah. Crimson's gonna be helping me out tomorrow. I gotta wait till he's done with his work though. Just because I can't put on the Mercy Wings by myself, and the control of the Mercy Wings is actually not gonna be controlled by me. The movement is gonna be controlled by a second person by remote control. Horse-sized dogs, that sounds like nightmare fuel for me. Oh, how's the music volume? It seems a little low for me, but I don't know for y'all. It's actually like different music than normal on this station, which is nice. Because they got really repetitive after a while. Okay, I think we got everything. Great Danes are the second largest. Okay. So we're gonna kind of just work all of these in, hopefully. We're gonna get epoxy on ourselves. Sorry, that one is not wanting to go in at all. Come on. Okay, I think we got it. Volume is fine in your opinion? Okay. Okay, let's get one of our weights. Damn it. Where is it? There we go. one piece. It's like, please, I want to escape. Okay. We might have to go back and add some glue around the outside, but I do need to wipe some of it. Because the blue is only going to be airbrush painted a very tiny bit on the top just because it's a more lighter glow there. But luckily the epoxy dries clear. Okay, that to the side. And on to our next one. Haha. And I had two already that were had the wire already through it. And then the last two we'll have to pull the wire through. Okay. No, thank you.
Little is missing for the year, D.
Nev, thank you for the resub. That is 8 months. So yay! And next month you'll get a new badge. So much love. Thank you. And let me write it down real quick. I'm sorry. Neckomander. Why did I call you Neck? Sorry, I saw blue. There we go. Okay. Let us see. And this is the same process on how I did my Monster Hunter belt. I think I'm okay with that. I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. Okay. There we go. And turn that off. And we're gonna need a new one to mix. I'll try to work a little bit more in the stream. Should not have used that much. That's okay. I'm like excited for having the wings, like trying them on, making them work, but I'm also really nervous just because it's like I know I can make it work, but because I'm trying to submit this in time, I'm nervous on if it doesn't work, I can't show it before the pre-judging, or I guess the judging or whatever, to get in the competition. So it just makes me a teensy bit nervous. But we are currently on day 22 of working on this. Technically, it's day 21 for me, just because on Saturday I did not touch any cosplay stuff, but I'd rather just say 22 just to keep it even with the, like, how many days I've done it. You feel like you'll get in even if the wings don't work? I don't know. Just because, like, for me, if I was judging, I know your piece doesn't have to be finished, but I feel like if I was a judge and there's tons of people that have finished their costumes already or are like almost completely done with it, that those are more likely to make it in because they know that they're for sure going to be basically finished in time for the competition. Where you're doing more of a gamble if you select somebody that doesn't have a finished costume, even though there's still like a month left to finish it. So that's at least how I feel about it, and so it makes me nervous. And I also feel kind of, like for me, I know of course I was not going to finish this in a month, but, or I guess 24 days. But for me, I just kind of feel like they're not going to see my full piece and my full capability of making this with only seeing a half-finished costume for submission. So it just kind of, I don't know, it just is weird for me. Is there a limit to how many can make it in? Yes. So there's 4 categories. There is armor, larger than life, there's needlework, and FX. And each category they will choose 5 people to be in. So yeah, that's where it kind of makes me nervous on, like, I don't know how many people are actually entering. But yeah. And then I'm probably going to be entering larger than life just because of my wings. I'm a 6 foot across wingspan. And like, I'm definitely not needlework, even though my cosplay has a lot of sewing in it with leather and with fabric. FX, to a point, I have fairy lights and I have moving wings, but that's just kind of like little kind of, I don't consider this FX. Like, FX to me is like full-on makeup and tons of lighting that are all like moving and stuff, and mine are just like cheap little party kind of tricks almost, in a way. That's how I kind of see them. And then armor-wise, I have armor pieces, but it's not like an armor cosplay. So that's just kind of my feeling on them, which is why I kind of think I'm more larger than life. And I don't know if you submit in a certain category, if they'll move you to another one, or that's it, kind of thing. I feel like you're way too good for them not to accept. But it doesn't matter how good I am, it matters on what I'm presenting them. Like, I don't even know if they'll end up looking at what I've made in the past. Like, for me as a judge, I would be strictly judging you off of what you present and what you show. Not, this is what I know you can do, kind of thing. Just so everybody has a fair and even chance of getting into the competition, or at least everything. That's just how I kind of think about it, just when I do my judging on stuff. But I'm not a judge for this competition and for getting in, and so it just makes me nervous. You think you're downplaying the electronics? I don't know. I've got 4 fairy lights, and well, technically there'll be 5 or 6, because I'll have one in the crown. I don't have the one in the crown to show for the competition, And then my staff will have a fairy light in the top gem, but I haven't even started on the staff, so I can't really show that. And then the wings, yeah, they move, but it's... I don't know. I don't know. So Mo, you think FX? What, does anybody else have a different feeling on that? And cheers everybody, thanks for watching. Oh, did my stream stop? Okay, there we go. For some reason it stopped on mine. Okay. Next one. You can enter several, right? I don't think so. I think you can just enter one. But I'm not exactly sure on that part. Oh, here's my box of fairy lights. It came with tons of extra batteries and then individually wrapped blue fairy lights. From Amazon! Make sure it works. Yep. Okay. I know from the reviews on all the fairy lights, sometimes they'll be like, there's like a green one in my pack of blues, or it doesn't work. Which is why I think they send you extra batteries too. But they all have a little pulley thing. So, actually, here, I'll post the, let me look up the link real quick and then I can post it. Bum, bum, bum. Oops. Go back. There is the official thing. Their PDF one. I've read the online one. I have not read their PDF one fully. Okay. Why are you gonna not? Okay. Basically, you have to pull the whole wire apart, and then I have to thread it through this hole. And do a generic wraparound. And feel free if you have any questions on what I'm working on, you can ask. This is the Atlantic All-Stars Mercy skin from Overwatch. It's the Overwatch League specific one for this year. They did a Atlantic Mercy and a Pacific Lucio. And we are currently working on parts for the wings right now. These are the moons on the wings as details in their fairy lights. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that looks pretty good on this one. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna add more glue. And then hopefully our glue on the first one, let's see the, yeah, it's pretty dry. So we can use these. And move that to the side. I'm running out of my little mixing sticks. Oh no! Okay, so now we're gonna apply the glue again. We do need to take a picture of this at some point. Like I have it on me, driving me nuts. There we go. Okay, I think we got all of that. Don't have that one. No kidding. Okay, I think we got it. I think so. And I'm running out of paper towels. I'm definitely gonna have to scrape this to get some of the epoxy off later. Alright, one more left. So push that to the side. No, I didn't read the entire PDF. I was gonna do it tonight. Cause I did read the actual web page for it on their website though. Okay, there you go. Easiest to do this way. Just twisting and kind of hold them in place. Alright, let's see. And I want to move it a little more. It's like I move one and then the whole thing changes its balance. Okay, that's better. But this is gonna be a nightmare for this side. I think I made it a little too long. that smell? There. Okay, glue. I have one more stick left. Then I'll have to go in my oh shit box and find the rest. Oh, that's... Damn, not gonna work. Never mind. We're gonna go to the oh shit box. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Larger Than Life has the nicest prize for winning. It's not... That one's not a prize for winning. Like, so all of the prize money is the same. It's the travel money that has more for Larger in Life, and that's just to help because, yeah. It's just to help because you're gonna have more boxes. Like for me, for this cosplay, I actually had to end up, I'm not going to be putting this in a actual suitcase. I'm gonna be putting them in a, it's like a black box kind of suitcase one. So it's longer than normal. So that's gonna cost extra money just to fly with. Just because the wings are a lot larger. But after reading it, do you think that one fits the best description? Or do you think you still think FX? Because like when I read it, at least, I don't know if it was this one or one of the other past years or whatever, the Larger Than Life was like, if you have wings, this is the category really for large wings. Still debating that element? Okay. It's like, can I have one that fits in like all categories? There should definitely be a Tiffany category. Yeah. Well, it's typically how I make all my costumes, is they all have sewing, they all have armor, they most of the time have some type of like wings in them that are larger than life, or they also have like lights or moving parts, but I still think when I hear FX, I think of like Face Off, like the show, and prosthetics, and tons of like lights and smoke, and I don't know. The Tiffany category that only Tiffany can win. I'm sure we could find other Tiffany's though. That would be funny. Like a mixed media category. Maybe. Okay, that Yeah, larger than life seems more accurate based on these descriptions, probably. Okay. I think we did this one first. And that's another reason why I really wanted the wings to be done, or at least enough to show and having a move in time to submit, because if I can't wear them, why am I larger than life then? Kind of thing, you know? Like, take my word, the wings are large! I just don't have pictures with them. Like, that would be a little hard to kind of trust. Okay, I think we got him. Just tape some brooms to your back. Oh, what was that? There's this one Mercy meme where it was like, it's like, nailed it, and it's some guy that has, I think he wrapped himself in like toilet paper, and then he's got like a blonde mop on his head, and then he's got brooms for wings on the side of him. That one's just perfect. Okay. Ooh, that one stuck a little bit. Woot. Okay, those are done. Ah. Let's hope they're not competing with that. If they have the last year's entries, somewhere online, we could check them out to see if someone got a similar one. I've seen last year's entries, and it's still kind of like larger than life was like larger in life, like big builds and big costumes and stuff. And so mine's just kind of, that's why I've been really kind of confused, just because I don't really know exactly where it goes. But I think once I have the wings on and I see them fully open with like video and pictures of me, then I'll probably make my final decision, or well, I guess then I have to make my final decision on which one. But from my knowledge, this is the, at least from what I've seen, this is going to be the largest Mercy wing set out there. I don't think anybody, I know people have done the wing extensions, but I don't think they've done them as long as my wing extensions. But I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. So, hi Country Girl, come on. You see, but yeah, the description of larger than life is a bit lacking. Yeah. Well, then which one do you think? Oh, I hate that the glue shows on here. So here's the piece. Yeah, it didn't come all the way over here. It's very vague, which is why she fits into it easily. Yes, please debate, so I can figure it out, guys. But yeah, I mean, if you get the idea of, like, that's the length of the wing. So, you imagine, there we go, that on both sides of me, kind of thing. But, I don't know. Okay, that one, let's see you. This one's a lot nicer than this one. The problem is that you fit into all the categories a little. Yes, exactly. Okay, sorry, I had to take a picture real quick so we have it for later. Okay. The next step that we're gonna do is we're going to be attaching these to these pieces now. Oh, sorry, wrong camera. There we go, now y'all can see this camera. I need to wipe this off too. Give me a sec, I'm gonna go get more paper towels so that way we don't make an absolute nightmare of a mess. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back momentarily, and thanks for all of the resubs and follows and everything, so. Alright, I brought wine and paper towels. Yay! Cheers, everybody. Okay. We do that way. We do that way. Wine drinking has begun. I wanted something to relax a little bit. The wings have been a teensy bit stressful for me. I'm just trying to get them all done in time. Especially this part. I was working on it last night and it was like 10:30 and I'm like, I'll just wait till tomorrow. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, no worries. I mean, it is, it's almost 2 o'clock? But I'm a day drinker. I never get drunk off of it, so. Okay. Not you. You go on this one. Okay. So to show you what it's doing is there's a hole, and each of these are mirrored. So I know which side they go on. And then right here, I have a little slit so that way the cord can go through. Aw, thanks. Yeah, and our remote is still being approved. We submitted it Thursday and it still hasn't been approved or declined. So I guess that's good. But I was hoping it would be approved by now. It just hasn't. I guess they're really busy. But yeah, so it's gonna go here. So we're gonna contact cement glue it down. And I want to mark on here. If we put that down there. Come on, Sharpie, work. There we go. I'm just gonna mark it so I know roughly where to put the contact cement glue. There we go. I need to open my window at a second because it's gonna be smelly. Damn it, I did it to the wrong side. No, wait. No, I did it to the right side. Never mind. Never mind, we're good. Whew. I was like, wait, which side is it? Take picture real quick. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the fan on a little higher. So if you hear me falling, I'm okay. I tried to turn the AC up a lot higher so the AC doesn't kick on since I'm in Texas and it's stupid hot. And then I put the fan on high and I closed my door to kind of help suction it out-ish. Which I'm gonna move this up just a tiny bit more. So this one should be for here. Maybe? Ooh, that's a bad line. And because this material, like I want it to be this, to look like this, I can't really sand it either, which is a little bit of a problem. Flip this. Kind of mark it where I think it's gonna go. And for contact cement glue, if you're working with it, you want to apply it to both surfaces. So the surface that you're attaching and the surface that you're attaching to. And wait for them both to fully dry. This will give you the best bonding together with the contact cement glue. try to work more on the screen. And the black stuff is EVA foam, 4mm and 8 or 10mm. I think it's 8. And the blue is a 3D printed material. I don't remember offhand what type I used. With fairy lights inside. I'm not a fan of the song. Okay. And our other one is dry, so we'll set these to the side momentarily, or temporarily. Sorry, I had to put it at the edge of the table so the cord would come through. Okay, let me take a picture. And now, you can just go whoop, and whoop. I wish the light came up here, but oh well. So. And then if need be, I can shove more of the cord back into it. Okay. And then, let's see the consistency. I believe it was this one. Sorry for the trucks driving by. A little bit of a hiccup there. And for the epoxy we're using, it's a 5 minutes, a 5-minute setting one. Which means after 5 minutes, you can start working with it, but it's not fully hardened until, I think, 12 or 24 hours. So, okay, and this one, you are at the bottom. Cataberry, thank you for the new follow. Mix love. So you are like this one. So we need that. It's roughly gonna go there. We're gonna flip. We're gonna do that again. Okay. I'm just tracing it with a Sharpie right now so we know where to put our glue. Roughly. Okay. More contact cement glue. So Mel, have you been able to get any private contract work? If you don't mind asking. Here we go, glue's applied. You haven't gotten anything, you're honestly confused by the lack of responses? I'm sorry. Are you like applying to places for telling them that you're able to work, or just like job searching still? If that makes sense. Just a tiny bit more. You apply to things and you're a perfect match for, but you're not getting anything back. Huh. Do you think maybe you're overqualified or something? Before you left your job, you were getting lots of responses? Do you think maybe your old job is like talking to other people maybe? Some of them you're overqualified for? Don't know. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, we gotta wait a little bit longer on this one. No, you left on good terms? Well, that's good. I thought you'd said you did, but I wasn't completely sure. So, no, my battery's running out. We'll see when the next notification happens, and I'll have to plug it in. And they'd probably gladly take you back, but you don't think you'll go back? Well, weren't you talking a long time ago that, like, I mean, that's how I am. I would never go work back at my old job. Just, even if they wanted, I was not interested in. But I know there was other departments that you were considering. Lots of people leave that place and go back. Yeah. Drive faster. Okay. Oh, wait. We missed a little of gluing. So let's wait a little bit longer. I forgot there was a piece over here. Okay, I take that back. We need to wait a tiny bit longer. Well, there was only one other department that would be considered engineering, and you don't think you'd want to do that because it's auditing not for you, you think? Ah. Well, hopefully something will pick up soon. Okay. And our last one. This one doesn't look so bad. Yeah. So only one of them's a little unhappy for me. A little off. Yeah, it's all about finding the right match and specialized enough now that there's only a few out there. Okay, we're gonna trace this one. I feel bad because this is like the perfect time to play games with you, but I can't because I'm busy with this. Part of the problem is that you want something different, but places want people to do the same thing they're already done. Yeah. Anybody else in the process of job hunting? Like for me, even though I'm not making anywhere near what I made at my actual full-time job as a jewelry designer, I do not regret it one bit quitting my job and switching over to streaming and making cosplays for a living. Because I enjoy it so much. And yeah, there's still stress, there's still like, I still have to do lots of paperwork, I have to do taxes on my own and QuickBooks. And it's all a little bit different because I own my own business and all. But it's nice. And stress-wise, it's my own created stress of, this is the deadline, this is due. Because my manager told me, Mr. Ches and Miss Chella, my supervisor, my pets. But, but like all the deadlines to me I set are just for me. And so, like, the only person that I'll disappoint if I don't finish it is, like, myself. Unless I get a commission for a company, and then there's no options. You have to finish it by time. Or whenever they need it for their event or whatnot. You don't regret leaving it all? That's good. Like for me, because I have all my QuickBooks and everything, I'm actually now positive in making money instead of in the negatives. Because when you start your own business, you have to invest a lot of money in like certain things. And so for going to a lot more cons, I had to invest in like banners for my table and posters and business cards and then prints. Prints are really expensive because I have to pay for, I buy a lot more because you get them at a cheaper count, but that means I have to buy a certain amount and then I have to wait for them to slowly sell. So those I eventually make money off of, but not up front. And so now I'm finally in the positive numbers, and it's only taken a year, but I'm really, really happy. So get a mic on that brush. Oh, the brush. Oh, gosh. You know, somebody said something like that last stream as well. You could really tell that you were stepping up on the game, on the business. For which part? I know I've been taking on a couple more, not sponsorships, but like advertising stuff for people too. So I actually have one with the Overwatch League. I cannot figure out theirs though. Like, I qualified for it and everything, really excited, and then they sent me a 11-page letter of, here's all the promo codes for these specific locations and these specific locations and all of this, and they change every week, and I'm just like, what? I don't understand. I thought it was just here's the code, apply it for this week, yay! Because that's how they've always been. So I haven't had the time, honestly, to like fully dig through and figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do with them. And then I've got another one that I'll actually be, it's a clothing one, and I'll be picking up those from my P.O. box. We gotta wait a little bit longer for things to dry this weekend, and so there should be a couple of stuff coming to Instagram, ad stuff, but of me in some sports attire, which are kind of cool, but they're like anime specific ones, so I'm excited. Just that you were applying more effort and finding new ways to get your business. Everyone just... Oh yeah. Yeah, but that, and we're stepping up Patreon. We're slowly, if you are on my Patreon, I apologize for posting something 3 times, because we switched over on Patreon to our tips videos, which are how I made something. So for instance, the whole Mercy build is going to be in tips, but I do that as an early access on Patreon, so you get to see it a month in advance before everybody else. So because I switched that over, I normally put it through YouTube, but I had to schedule it on YouTube, but it doesn't work for posting anywhere else, so I kind of had to figure that out the best way, so I had to post something 3 times. So I apologize, I deleted the other ones, but it works now. And then we've got, I'll be adding next month the fan signs and hopefully the prints by next month, but I've been slowly adding more to Patreon for the tiers, just because I didn't want to overwhelm myself with, here's all these new things, go forth! So, but it's been slowly growing, which is good. That and the private Instagram. A lot of people that have joined it are really happy with it, and they see a lot of behind the scenes of like step by step how I'm making the cosplays now, whatever I'm watching at the time, or going out to the lake and lots of bathing suit stuff and like all this other stuff. Just like my real life things, and people have really been liking it, so I'm happy. Yeah. Okay, now we can assemble this. And I'm gonna have to go a little bit off camera, so we're gonna go to about there. Once you get a job, you'll probably jump on the Patreon bandwagon. Nice. No worries, Mel, no worries. And I got all my film for my Polaroid camera, also from the Amazon Prime Day. So I've got lots, and I'm so excited to go and take pictures. That has a little bit of a hiccup. Unless it's a job at McDonald's. Well, I mean, you seem to still be doing okay. Or are you starting to get kind of nervous on funds? Because it's been, what, 6 months now? Maybe? Okay, so, there you go. And then this one's dry. Well, you have a few months before you have to start taking money you don't have to touch, but it should be good for another 10 years otherwise. Okay. Well, nice. Okay, and then this one we gotta let dry. Yeah, that's how I was, where I gave myself a year from once I quit my job to, it's actually now, where I wanted to make sure I started becoming profitable. And I've been profitable the whole time, but I was negative profitable because I had to invest so much into the company first to get it kind of started. But now we're actually making money, which is exciting. So, you're a saver by nature. Yeah, me too. Me too. And this is our last one that we have to wait for it to dry, and then we'll start attaching it to the actual wings, and I'll have to cut a few pieces and kind of puzzle piece them in just because we want these to kind of have Velcro on them. So, and I need to get our Velcro for that too. But let me put this up. Yeah, I feel bad because I've been lacking on my blueprints lately. I've only done one this month, I think, and that was the Teeny Tina's bunny mask with the ears from Borderlands 3. And then I've got a bunch on my list. There's a couple of Keyblades I'm going to do for Kingdom Hearts. I actually had a Borderlands gun I was working on that I kind of put on hold like 2 months ago. Probably should finish that. It was almost done. And then I've got... I wanted to do Link's Master Sword and Shield and Sheath, and then also I think it's Raphtalia, maybe. Everybody keeps wanting me to cosplay her, and I'm just gonna make a blueprint for her sword and sheath for now. I'll have it for later if I do decide to cosplay her, but also for everybody else that is cosplaying her right now, that'll help. But lots of stuff happening. And then more tips videos coming. The Wicked Lady wig that I just released was probably the hardest video that I've made, just because it was so long. Heading out, have a great time. Thanks for stopping by, Nub, and have a great rest of your day. You need to watch more anime so you can think of good cosplays to request? Okay. Yeah. I've been considering other ones, like, that I want to do next. I'm gonna do a simple one after this. I'd like to do it where it's like complex, then simple, and then maybe simple. But, yeah. If you can find the time. Still a little wet spot right here, and then we will apply it together. And I have to plug in my phone now. Give me a sec. There we go. Cool. I think it's about good. Alright. So let's do this last one. Yay! let me make some. Sound. We'll see if we have enough room on the table. Flip it actually. Okay, so this ends up going right here. And make it so y'all can actually see would be nice. All right. So the wings, they come apart right here. So you can see there. So when we attach this, we're actually not going to be applying any glue right here. We're only going to be applying the glue to here and to this side. And that way I can still pull it apart. So this will just be a little loose. But what I have to do is for these, we're gonna end up having it where it's slightly curled upward. So I'm gonna do kind of a little, a makeshift like wedge to put under there. So I can put like some Velcro in here and kind of just put the switch inside. So, I want more room. Too much shit up here. Okay. And cheers everybody, thanks again for watching, and if you're enjoying the stream, press the follow button. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. I have to make it so I can easily use the switch, but I don't want it to show. So let's see. Let me turn it up more. Turn it to 83. Hopefully it won't pop on again. So it's gonna sit about like there. So let's see. Like, it's too bad I can't fit it there. I think it may just be like that. So I need to have it actually where it sits on the Velcro, not on this side. Okay. I think... See, on the other ones, I've always had it on the back so I could easily take it on and off. With this one, it's going to be a little bit different because I'm probably going to have to slide it. And you can't really slide Velcro. So like if I can do that... And this is why I stopped last night, because I was trying to figure this out. And I was like, I'm done. I think we're just gonna do that. If I have it out far enough, you can still hit switch. So we're gonna do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and trace it on all of them. So we do the exact same process. And I may have to paint it black, just to kind of hide it a little bit. Okay, that one. Now I'm gonna do the other two. And I'm not planning on having these painted in time. Last one. Okay, there we go. Now I need to apply Velcro onto them, and I'm gonna go get my, I have black Velcro, but we're probably gonna end up using white just because my white Velcro that I have is super, super thin, and this is not gonna be something that I need a lot of weight to the Velcro. So we're gonna get my lightest one. When do you think I will be done? Well, hopefully I'll make it into the TwitchCon cosplay competition, which is, I have to enter it by the 24th. Tomorrow, of course, no. It will not be done and finished, but if I do make it into the competition, then I'm hoping to have it done for TwitchCon, which is September 27th through the 29th, I believe. So that'll be roughly when I plan on having it finished by. If not, if I do not make it into the competition, I'm gonna take my time and not go crazy over it. And probably within a few weeks after that. I think I have a Wichita Falls after that, which I'm a guest at, and that's October something. I want to say like the 19th-ish, somewhere around there. So late September, early October. Oh my, I need to clean you really bad. Forgot I cut Velcro with this last time. But yeah, we are on day 22 of working on this costume. For some reason I was thinking TwitchCon was earlier than that. Sorry, I cut Velcro last with my scissors and they're really nasty right now. And with the Velcro adhesive, we're gonna apply contact cement glue to the back side of them, the adhesive side, because Velcro adhesive doesn't work for shit. So we're going to put our own glue on it. Some of the pictures of the other TwitchCon cosplay contest winners looks like things that would take way too long to make. Oh yeah, definitely. So one of the different things from my understanding, talking to some of my other friends that have actually been in the competition before, is this year the like in the past they would release the information, this is just what I've heard, like 3 months in advance before you had to submit. So you had a long period of time to work on the cosplays. And I think you could only work on it during the said time frame. And so this year they're saying if you already have a costume that you've been working on, you can still submit it as long as you do the 15 hours. So there's a lot of people that either are like me who actually started a week later than they announced it because I was moving. But you have a lot of people like me who started it and they, I need to make a mark. Like, they started making a costume when I made it. And then you have the other half of people who have already had a costume and they're just adding on to it. So it's a little more frantic, I think, for some of us who started a little later. But, yeah. And I know some people, they only make a costume for TwitchCon. Like, so that's their one con a year or something kind of thing, and it's cool. And those are normally gorgeous ones because they spend the whole time working on it and you get really good details. This is not working, Sharpie. Grump, grump, grump. Let's see. Can I have we're gonna use a different Sharpie. Yeah, you had to Velcro adhesive recently, absolute crap. Yeah. I've done it before where I didn't, and I had to end up replacing all of it. Do you not even work? Yeah, if you spend an entire year on something ridiculous like that. There we go, now we have a working one. So I'm just drawing a line so I have an actual reference on where my Velcro is gonna be. But you do have to also consider that most people do not do this as their living, where, like, I do this as my living. No. So it's really impressive for the people who are making a huge costume, and if they started their costume when I started mine, and they've got like a full-time job or something. But a lot of people who, if they do work on a costume for a year, they do have a full-time job. Where for me, if I had a full-time job, this probably would take me, I mean, most of my Mercy builds are they take me like 2.5 months to build. And so it probably ends up taking me about maybe 4 months to build if I had a full-time job. For this specific one, for a normal Mercy, would probably be like maybe 3 months. 3 to 3.5. So, yeah. Okay. Only a few of them you see are truly impressive, most are okay. Well, I don't think any of them are finished though. I wouldn't count them out until they're done. I mean, mine I'd say is only okay right now because you can't see the whole thing. I think a lot of it, you can really like make a costume come to life with a really good paint job. Of course, you can also look at, like, if you do a bad paint job, that can really ruin a costume too. Okay. And then I gotta cut 2 more. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of it out of stream still. Okay. Put you to the side. They're just gonna be difficult spots to get the Velcro on and off if I ever have to replace the battery, which hopefully I will not. Okay, so all of these, we're gonna add glue and Velcro to. And let's see. I need to trim them just a teensy bit more. Yeah, I feel like my wings will really start to shine when they, not literally, but will really start to look good once I have the paint job done. Like, the wing extensions are done with the paint, but all of the blades still have to be painted. Obviously, all of this has to be painted. The elements on here, that's all like a blue gem kind of color with silver. And the wings, the black wings are actually like a dark gray, and then the body is it's like a dark purple, I think. So we'll see how the colors kind of look in the end. A lot of times with airbrush paint, when you come to the purples, they all tend to look very black from a distance. Even when you get the colors perfect, it's just because it's so dark, it doesn't come across perfectly. So, okay. Oh. And thanks for watching, guys. Yay, we're getting stuff done. And I'm actually not gonna apply the Velcro to these. I'm gonna apply it to all the little pieces, because that's gonna make life so much easier. Okay, that one. Move to these now. And thanks for chatting, Mel. Our chat is very, very shy today, it seems, but that's okay. Lurkers are always welcome. And if you're new, welcome. You can always talk as well. If you got any questions or anything. Every stream is different, it seems. Oh yeah. This depends on who's on. And it's also a Monday. I'm sure if anybody's at work, some of them probably have meetings, or it's Monday and they don't want to do anything. And it's the summertime. Either everyone is talking or everyone is silent. Yeah. It's distracted because you're looking at videos of previous contestants. Okay. It's a waiting for glue to dry kind of stream. But after we attach the Velcros, then we're going to align them on here, and then I'll try to figure out a line on here so I know where it goes, and we'll have to attach our little wedge piece or whatever. But this will give us a better general idea of how we're going to attach it. It'd be cool to see me on Twitch's special event. What do you mean? I actually don't watch too much of like their other stuff. I have specific streamers I watch in specific games, but I don't watch a lot of the other stuff. The contest. Okay. I thought you meant like their front page whatever special. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be cool. We will see. I'll get more nervous as we get closer. Because that's just how I am. I definitely, I set myself out on a lot of stuff. And I don't want to have high expectations for thinking I'll get in and get disappointed that I don't or something. I lean towards the glass is half empty side, typically, with my things. That would be the front page, you're sure? We're all that way? Yeah. Oh, so I've been so obsessed with I constantly talk about him every stream, but the Jam Jar, I love his role-playing streams for DayZ. I love zombie games, I love DayZ, and it's amazing. And I actually showed, I showed my roommate it, and he had DayZ, he hadn't played it since the very beginning. He started playing it again, and he's like, oh, I'm loving this. And then he actually found a role-playing server, and now he's role-playing as a Japanese guy. So, it's kind of funny. But yeah, you're an engineer, the glass isn't half empty or half full, the glass is simply too large. That's interesting. That's interesting. You stumped me for a second. You stumped me. So is the glass too large then? Or am I half empty? Okay. These should be good. We'll do fuzzy part on here. So they didn't apply the adhesive to the... Never mind, I take that back. I have to apply it to the Velcro too. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Well, if it's a wine glass, then there's simply not enough wine, that is, even if it's full. So Senkoros, I assume you're an Overwatch fan since you have the Overwatch League logo in front of your name. Who's your favorite character? I want to say you used to be a half-empty person. One day you decided to be happier and half-full person, so you made the effort to switch. Nice. I've just learned, like for me, I have really high expectations for things, and so I just assume the half-empty stuff. So I'm never let down. And then when something really blows me away, I know it's really fantastic. Mercy, of course. Which skin, though? Yeah, this is my my fourth Mercy skin that I am making. And I've also done one Hanzo, the one with Hanzo one. You think your all-time life favorite is Winged Victory? I've not done that one. That one's really nice though too. Like I like it, but I don't know, to me it's really pretty, but I don't know if it's something that I want to cosplay per se. I'd say my favorite, or my list of ones that I like, and I'm taking out all of the boring like color skins ones because those are just whatever. But this one by far is my favorite, and I just love the galaxy look to it and the color effect, the lights and everything. She glows, the details that they put throughout the whole entire thing, and because I've made so many of them, I can kind of appreciate the, because I have to look at them so much and kind of figure out how to make all these. For the ones that I've done, this one is, yeah, I love this skin. I'd say next would be, it might be, Twinkie Bell, thank you for the new follow. Much love. But I'd say the next one, maybe a tie between Combat Medic Ziegler and Pink Mercy. Combat Medic Ziegler, I love the use of all the syringes. The fact that she's a medic, she's got all these little pouches and stuff, and it's more accurate to me of what a medic should be. So I really appreciate that. And then Pink Mercy, because of the meaning. where, especially since I saw, like, I made it, finding every single pink ribbon they put throughout the whole entire thing, and some of them are so intricate and like so kind of hidden in the design, you don't notice them. And so I really appreciate that, and that one's close just because of my grandma too. And then next would be, Next would probably be the Wicked one. I think it's Wicked. It's the Halloween one. You can understand that it's basically just a Greek dress with angel wings. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm at that. Yeah, you really like this one too. The wings really sell the fact that she's a medic. Yeah. And then probably Valkyrie. Then the Winged Victory, yeah. Sure of what that name is too. Yeah, that one, it gets me sometimes. I'd say my least favorite out of every single Mercy skin, not including the basic whatever ones, would be the Sugar Plum Fairy one. That one to me is not Mercy. It's the Sugar Plum Fairy. Like, I don't know. I feel like I should be watching a little girl's ballet recital when I see her. It just doesn't fit me for her. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty, but when I consider the character of Mercy and everything else, it's my least favorite. Oh no! Oh, lucky. Personally, you don't like Valkyrie? Okay. Valkyrie has a soft spot in my heart because it's the very first one I did, and it was the original legendary one at the time. And I love Vikings and stuff. But she's on the bottom for me too. They've done a lot better ones since then. I also don't like the devil one. It's the devil and the devil's the red one, and then the purple one is, I don't know. But the typical devil Mercy, it's just meh. Imp, thank you. Yeah, just meh. Well, don't get me wrong, you like Vikings-inspired stuff too, but she looks a bit weird. Okay, I understand that. It still makes me laugh on, so if you pull up Overwatch right now, and you look at the Mercy skin, look at it for like a good minute, just any of them, and then put your hand to cover the screen like this, so you are covering, like you only see like this much of her. Do that for a couple of seconds, so you're only looking at the top part of her, then move your hand, and you'll see how disproportional she is. It's really bad. Really, really bad. That was like one of the first things I noticed. There's certain skins also that it's really bad on. Some of them are a little more, she's a little more proportional. A little more. She's still like not proportional. But her legs, once you move your hand, her legs are about 2 to 3 feet longer than what they should be on some of the skins. And it drives me nuts every time. So I have to always consider with my Mercy builds, and when I do Mercy blueprints, trying to proportion it for normal people sizes. Like when I do my Mercy skirts and stuff, it's really hard to do because I'll do everything to scale. I scale everything at once, and then it's like, oh, now I gotta shrink all of this and go. Disproportionate females in games? No, that can't be right. Hey, she's not fully disproportionate, if you know what I mean, compared to some other ones. All right, let's attach Velcro now. Sorry. It's just stuff I look at just because I've got so much art background because I have an art degree, a BFA, Bachelor in Fine Arts in Studio Art, and I had to do so many figure drawing classes and all the proportions on that, and like figuring that all out, and then I come to this and I'm just like, you're off, something's wrong. So yeah, that's just where I come from. Yeah, Mercy's disproportion is relatively mid compared to others. Or mild, yeah. At least on that spot. Oh God, what have you done? Sorry! It's once you do that, it's like, oh. To me, it just gives more appreciation to all of the Mercy cosplayers out there of, you made that work proportionally for you. Her character does not, though. So yeah, the actual skirt for me, I'll show you real quick. So like, you almost notice her lower legs now. They're like super thin. Oh yeah, they're creepy. But let's see. So this is this long. This was accurate. Add about that much more length to it, and that's how long the front skirt is proportionally with her. And because I did the original blueprint, and I basically took out this section right here, like 1.5 to 2 feet, to make this work with me. Yeah. There's your fun facts for the day. Okay, so all those are done. I need to take a picture real quick of it. Velcro. Put you there. And now we're gonna flip all of these so they attach. And with our design, because we did not glue down our wires on the inside, if I need to pull this out, I can pull the whole entire piece out and just kind of shove it back in to make it work for the wiring. Okay, there we go. So all you have to do is just flip the switch and it is good. And we're doing not this side. So let's move you out of the way temporarily. I need one of you. Okay. There you go. So you'll still see it some, but I don't think it's as bad. I might be able to move it down some. There. You think every female in Overwatch is 90% legs? Yeah. Maybe except for, ooh, I forget her name, Russian girl. Completely forgot. Zarya, yes, thank you. You totally see it now. The part below her knees looks weird and are too long. I think, as off the top of my head, I think she's probably the most proportionate. Now you look at Toru, and then he's like the exact opposite. One or two exceptions. Yeah. Alright, so now that we have that, it's like if I can kind of create a box for where that sits so it doesn't rest too much on it. Maybe. We basically, for this, because it's laying like that, we want to do a little piece here and here, and probably like that to hold it in place. I'm going to kind of draw on what I think we'll do. Basically, we need a strip there and there. And then we'll need it to come to about here. So maybe do like this L shape from here to here, and that'll kind of block it off, and then we can kind of put everything flat. Can you post a video with a courtesy from Overwatch to Discord? Yeah, that's fine. Curiosity from, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to ask to post in Discord. Discord's open for everyone. And if we don't like it, we will remove it. If it's really bad, we'll block you. But I don't think you'll have an issue, Mike. Okay. Okay. That should be about good. It may hang out a little bit on this side, but I think we'll be fine. So now I need 4 of these. So let's get our little cutting board out again. This is like my mad scientist stuff right now. Well, looks like you need to get ready to head out. Gonna see your brother's monster-sized puppy. Okay. Well, thanks for joining, Mel. And have fun with the puppy. Hopefully he won't jump up and scratch you too much. Mike, is your video something I need to watch on stream? Or just later? How you doing, Necromander? Sorry for butchering your name earlier. I feel really bad. In our stream tomorrow, we will be doing most likely a stream. It will not be at our normal time. We'll probably be doing it really, really late. Is what I'm guessing. Because I'll need a second person to help me with the wings for putting them on and controlling all of the moving parts and stuff. If I can get it all done by then. But I'd like to show it on stream before I submit, and then on Wednesday is when I have to submit the contest, and I'd like to have that day to kind of, if there's any last minute things I have to do, to fix that, and then submit. I'd like to submit like no later than like lunch, but that'll give me time for if I need to. I think it's like 11 or it's like midnight, but for me it's like 11 p.m. I believe. So yeah. I'm gonna do a new blade, and we are using our X-Acto blades with X-Acto knife, X-Acto blades. You always want, when working with EVA foam, to have a new sharp blade. If your blade is dull, you're gonna have fuzzy edges, which are not good. Oh, it's really hot. My hair is like not happy with how hot it is right now inside. But because we're working with a lot of contact cement glue, I need the ventilation, and yeah. Let's see. Okay, here's the 3, and then we need to do the last one. Toss your scraps. We don't need these anymore. I normally save scraps, but these are too small to kind of use later. Okay, so we got these 4 parts. Put that there. Cheers. Okay, and these we're going to be placing roughly about like that. And that's to kind of just give us a little spacer on things. Shit, more room. Grr. Grr, grr, grr. Okay. Get all our other pieces. And that. This one. The opposite. So hot, the AC turned on and it's 83 now. Ah. In your area, 37 degrees Celsius are expected on Thursday. I have no idea what temperature that is for me. Sorry. I think if I remember, 28 degrees Celsius is 82 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe? I think that's like the one I remember, or I'm getting that wrong. I'm probably getting it wrong though. $100. Okay. I hope you have AC. Where are you located? Germany. Oh, nice. I get a lot of people from Germany watching my streams. I really want to go to Germany one day. I love just everything about Germany. And I'm also, I think I'm 65 to 75% German. I think the only thing I would not like is when it goes cold. You're watching from Poland. It's close. Yeah, it's very interesting because Twitch, surprisingly, I think most of my Twitch viewers are not in the US. Or at least the ones that talk. And it might just be my time of day as well. So maybe one day I'll be able to go to a convention over there. Oh yeah, well winter has been quite different from year to year actually. Yeah, winter for me is I get ice and hail, and I've only seen snow once, so. I think that was last year that I saw snow. Did any of y'all make it to TwitchCon in, was it Berlin or Belgium? I think it's Berlin. And I assume that y'all are not going to the US one. and then we got our last one. Nah, you never visited a TwitchCon? Yeah, me either. So if I get in, this will be my first TwitchCon. Which makes me... It's gonna make me really nervous if I do get in, because for me, like, I like scoping out conventions before I do competitions at them a lot of times for like big cons. So, because I have no idea what to expect except for what I've seen people stream live, and that's a lot of just people talking. So I don't really know. But he usually goes to Gamescom. Yeah, Blizzard won't be there this year. Yeah, I think Blizzard, they ended up pulling out of a lot of their stuff, I believe. Of course, for BlizzCon, it'd be nice for them to actually like pronounce something besides just a mobile game. But that's just my opinion. I did see that they were doing something though. It was an Overwatch 2 game or something. I don't know if that was like a fake news kind of thing, but something along those lines. Not quite sure. So, okay, turning our camera to the first one in line now. You saw that too, but yeah, I don't really know what they would do with it. Besides make it, oh, very unlikely at the moment, yeah. Like, it would be nice if they did Overwatch, but it wasn't like, if they made Overwatch, like, WoW. It'd be kind of cool. Okay, so that one's done. Gotta wait a little bit longer for the next ones. But I don't really know what they would plan for it. I mean, that was kind of their plan originally, more or less. Okay. Like an Overwatch Worlds kind of thing would be cool. But that'd be kind of difficult. But I guess you just choose your class and then you kind of choose your skin. And you kind of customize them. So... it's like you could choose any of the current Overwatch characters, but then you make your own kind of like character from that. So if you did a diva, instead of her being like Asian, you can make her like German or Russian instead of looking how she does, or I don't know, but maybe still kind of like similar body like size, and you can only be like a female for her or something maybe, or maybe a male diva. That'd be kind of cool too. I don't know. Or give me my next Diablo that's not mobile. I'll be happy with that. Color customization would be cool for Overwatch. Okay, this one we gotta let dry just a teensy bit longer. And then from this, we should be able to start gluing it onto the actual wings. It would look very different though for Overwatch being like a WoW kind of thing. Because WoW's more, compared to Overwatch, is not cutesy. Where Overwatch I would consider being cutesy in comparison, or like that compared to Diablo or something. So it would be a very different world. Okay. Okay, all those are done. We've got our little Ellie things. So let's take a picture real quicker. As far as you remember, Project Titan would have been still a shooter, but they had like a talent tree and stuff. Don't like how much that one sticks out. Okay, so basically we have this now. So now I'm going to kind of draw on where we need to apply the glue. That's going to be all to there. Actually, I should probably sand that part. I might be able to cut it. Let's see. Before it made Overwatch, what was it? Okay. It'd be easier to cut it with scissors. Let's do that. Maybe. Pliers! We'll do pliers. Fits a little better. We don't need to go all the way with this one. So all I did was cut this part off and then I kind of trimmed the edges around there. Just so when we attach it, it has a little more ground. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm just going to cover the whole thing in contact cement glue and then we'll just kind of push it down wherever it goes. But I do need some mark here. Right there. So basically I just made lines and then we're going to draw a straight line from our two lines. And that's going to tell us to not put any glue on this side. Okay, so I'm gonna do it to the same one on the same shape one, which is not you, is you. Okay. So what we did was we trimmed our edges. Missing cards, do you do League? Or you just do Standard? I used to do League at the very beginning. But I stopped after a while. And anybody else, feel free to join in the conversation. Or not, that's fine too. Yeah, sorry, ranked. My bad. I'm like mixing up other games and stuff. It's because I posted K to Ari this morning, and so I'm kind of in League of Legends terms on things. On that part. Okay, we cut off a little there. Well, you played ranked a lot at the end of last year? Okay, nice. Okay. But you don't have as much time anymore, and so since you had a lot of bad luck with your games, aw. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully you enjoyed it. Even though not having so many games, good. And there. More or less, okay. Draw our line. There. Oh, yeah. It's like, how many times did Mercy chains for you? Yeah, even though I love Mercy, she's one of my favorites, but she's actually not the character I play with when I do Overwatch. I like Lucio and Soldier 76 as my favorite. Okay, I think we're good to blue now. Played also Lucia, but you're actually a very good Mercy player. Nice. Yeah, I typically played Soldier as like a medic though. Neb, you're back! Welcome! Hopefully your little break was good. We're still doing this. Alright, we're gonna separate these for now. I'll give us some more room. Wins mouthfeel? I know. Well, so for TwitchCon, it was between Mountfeel and Mercy, and because TwitchCon released their date a lot for the cosplay competition, like the rules and stuff, we ended up doing this one, and everybody wanted me to do this one anyway. So, but I won't be for a little bit. I want to do a few easy cosplays in between. It was good. Got Chinese food. Feeling fat. Great. Feeling nice. It's a good and a bad thing. Okay, I gotta put them back together and test it. yeah, I decided for when I enter the competition with this on the 24th that I'm going to either go to a bar and celebrate, even though cosplay is not done, but submitting. Go to the river and drink, or go out to eat at a restaurant, or all of those. That's what I decided. Oh, it didn't draw there. Darn it. There. All of the above, yeah. Okay, I think it goes to like here. Pretty sure. I take that back. It goes to here. So I need to do that. And do I have my little piece of paper? I do. It goes like so. So I can get a general idea. It will roughly be like that where we're living. Cool. New Overwatch tank was just announced. I guess I'll see. Sorry for the loud noise. Wait. Sorry, let me pause. And thank you. Thank you, Atmos, for the new sub. Much love. Greatly appreciated. And you get 2 new emotes. Yay. And you'll be in the scrolly thing next stream. Let's see this. We're gonna change quality.
Gravity is a harness. My entire career has been devoted to this idea, to this moment. Decades. If the unifying theories are correct, we will soon be able to harness the power of a black hole. Nothing will ever be the same. Why? Mr. Ross, to feel this training. What happened?
Oh, that's what they've been showing the badge on his shirt.
Why am I being imprisoned? Release me! What is that melody? Hold it together. Hold it together. Hold it together. Density, mass, momentum. It's too much to hold on to.
That's cool.
I will bring you a new understanding of the violence. Singing to me! What is that melody? Freedom. Imprisonment. It's all an illusion. Gravity is a harness. I have harnessed the harness.
That's cool. Love my cosplays and the work I'm doing. Keep it up. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, is there more? Cancel. Okay. Let me pause it. There we go. Okay, now we're back. All right. Let me. A good example of multiple personality. Oh yeah. He's crazy as Chuck, smart as Sombra. Will be interesting how. Oh yeah, he looks like an awesome character. Also, thank you again for the sub. You will be on the scrolly thing next stream, so I appreciate it. Okay. Woot! Woot! And the current 2 emotes, we have a third one being approved. It took the original one down, but you have the Tiffany holding a sign that says hi, and then you have the Tiffany holding a heart, and then the one that should be coming, I submitted it on Thursday and we're still trying to get it approved, is Tiffany holding a wine glass, kind of tipsy. Yeah, so you'll have that hopefully soon, but thank you. Okay, back to gluing. Woot! And I'm gonna separate that just a bit. And thanks for sharing that there's a new character, Ned. Yeah, anytime something new's released or whatnot, just feel free to share. I'm sure that part of the stream will be muted for copyright reasons or something, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Now we will wait for that to dry, and I need to take a picture again. Focus. There you go. There we go. Cool. Alright, so that one we're gonna wait. I want to do this one at a time, so we'll do this side, and then we're gonna end up doing the opposite side next. Yeah, they have streamers reacting to that kind of stuff all the time. You sure you're fine? Most of the time it is. It's a lot of times they'll mute stuff. So like the station that we listen to on YouTube right now, I'll actually copy it. Is that one. And most of the time my music doesn't get flagged, otherwise it'll mute my stream. But yeah. Okay, what am I getting? I'm getting this. Sorry, lost track of thought. Too much feelings. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut off everything while it dries. And it's a request station. And then once we attach these pieces, we'll have to do, I've not attached anything on the very, oh you can't see it, on the very top of the wing structure. I'll need to cut a piece of EVA foam to kind of fit in that groove. And then from there, we can attach these little things, which end up attaching like that. We'll have that, and then we have all of these little pieces that also attach in there. Okay, that we need to cut off. Like, I'm sure this song will get flagged. Because I think this is like Miley Cyrus's new song or something. Oh no, never mind. Don't think. How much do you normally weigh when you're done? I don't know. The wings, okay. It's like, what were we talking about? Honestly, I never weighed any of mine. The heaviest wings that I've made, for my Mercy wings anyway, were the Combat Medic Ziegler ones. And that was because they were 100% 3D printed, and it was ended up being, I think, like either 40 something or 70 something different individual 3D printed pieces. They each had male and female parts that fit together. It had plexiglass that was about that thick, so maybe like 5 millimeters thick. And then it also had LED lights and batteries and stuff. And that was really, really heavy. I couldn't wear it very long. Where this one, it's got some 3D printed bone structure. It's really lightweight because I've done a honeycomb throughout the piece. Have you thought about teaching props? I mean, the tips videos, but yeah. The EVA foam is really lightweight. And then the plexiglass that we used for these is only 0.03 inches. And so, yeah. It shouldn't weigh too much. I'm sure it'll probably be more of that they're awkward rather than weighing them. But yeah. Still waiting for this to try them. But for teaching props, I've done panels before, and on EVA foam panels 101, leather 101, where I actually like give you samples. This is what it is for here and here. This is kind of how they are. Working with them, how to paint them. I've done the basics of prop making. So I've done that kind of stuff. I've never had the opportunity. Yeah, I've never had the opportunity for doing cosplay workshops. I don't know how many people in my area would be interested in that, and I'd have to do a whole lesson plan. But I really did enjoy. I used to be a TA, and I taught every single Metals 1 class. There was 3 of them at the time, and there was 2 Fibers 1 classes that I taught, and I really loved it. I really did. I love teaching people things. But I don't know. It'd be... Like, for me, I would teach it more as, like, a professor would, and I don't know if people want that or if they want it more in a playful kind of way. So, you can imagine some of the bigger wings you've done have been crazy to wear and walk around in. Yeah, surprisingly, Tyrael, the wings for that one, are really nice and lightweight, and you can move around really easily. The backpack and the wings are great for that. For Ariel, if I don't have the harness and the straps in a certain way, it kind of flops back and forth. That one, if it's windy, I cannot move whatsoever. I actually start blowing away. And those aren't too heavy, but they're more awkward just because they're so large, and because it's tulle and fabric hanging down, the elements get all over the place. If it's windy and it goes around my arm, I can't take it off myself. I have to have somebody else. Yeah. About to fly. Yeah, I've got funny stories on like one of the photo shoots I did for Ariel was on top of an 11th story garage, and it was at the very top. It was pitch dark except for like the skyscrapers too, and I was just standing there, and in between filming, like we were doing little videos and stuff of me in it, but it was so windy, and I'd try to keep my pose, and I'd concentrating so hard on like, don't blow away, and then all of a sudden one would come and I start blowing, and I'm like, nah. So I need to post those actually. I never did, but they're kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I can actually go ahead and put glue on this one. The cosplay was really impressive. Aw, thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, that. Well, I can't, because I have to do the other side. We need to take this slow. Take this slow. We're just gonna cut the other one, get that one ready. I have a habit of full force running forward and like doing things, and I make them work, but sometimes I go too fast, specifically when I'm streaming, because I don't like having y'all have to sit and like, we're waiting for things to glue. I want to constantly be doing, like, making something, so sometimes I'll rush a little bit when I know I shouldn't. There's like a couple of things that I've had to go back and redo after a stream just because I rushed something. Nothing too bad though. But yeah, we are currently working on our Atlantic All-Stars Mercy, which is the Overwatch League skin for this year from Overwatch. Overwatch League. Yeah, I already said that. Sorry. And we're doing wings currently. Yeah, if I had room for both the wings on the table, I could probably do them both at the same time. It's a little short on room because I've got so much shit on here. And cheers everybody, thanks for watching, and if you're enjoying the stream, press that follow button, it's greatly appreciated, and you can also get notifications on when my next stream is. Okay, I think we are good to place this now. Do what now? Love the Pink Mercy though. Definitely your favorite skin for her for Overwatch 2. Great skin for a great cause. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely agree with that. Okay, I think we are attached. Cool. And then that gives me enough room to put my hand in here and go bloop. Yay. Cool. And then they can still separate. Easy enough. I'll just have to be careful when we place them because I won't be able to see it. Cool. So, there we go. And then the light, for wearing it, you'll have to go around and go like that. Thanks. So yeah, and then you got, it does stick out a little, which is good. It's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, I wanted to place it to make sure So this part right here, because it does separate like that, I wanted to make sure it fit flush before we aligned it. And then what I was talking about earlier is this white part on top. We'll have to go through and add the foam there, and I'll have to sand it later. But let's go do the other side now. It doesn't lay flat anymore. A flaw in every great plan. Oh yeah. I mean, I knew it wouldn't lay flat, but it was just like, oh, it really doesn't lay flat now. That kind of works. I just have to be careful not to do weight on the wings while they're upward. Okay, so now for the other side, which is gonna go here. Gonna figure out where we want it. Probably be like that. And then we're gonna mark where the separation is again, which is there and there. And then we're gonna mark where everything's gonna glue. Like that. There and there. Oh, I didn't mark the... Okay, let's do that again. Where's my little piece of paper? There it is. Which is there, and is it on the inside or the outside? It's on the outside. Okay, there we go. And then next, so I did my lines here and here. So I'm gonna do a small little line on the other side. Here and here. And then I'm gonna get my ruler and we're gonna do a line straight across. Now we know where to put our glue, and because I have the other one already, we're gonna mark as well. I did my line and I can't see it now. Okay, and this one was, I think it's here. Okay, and do our line again. Okay, cool. Now let's apply more glue. as much of it in the stream, but I think a little bit's gonna probably be cut off. And I want to separate just a tiny bit. And the reason we have it where the wings separate into the two sections is so it'll fit in a suitcase for transportation. And normally I would have the pieces that we're gluing on right now actually attached with Velcro as one piece that would fit on top. But for this piece, because it doesn't have too much volume, it's pretty flat in comparison, unlike Pink Mercy for the wing part. We're just attaching it straight on and just making it where these two pieces don't attach to each other instead. It makes it a lot easier to travel with when you can do this. And this is just contact cement glue that we're using. Again, the proper way of using contact cement glue is to apply it to both pieces and let them fully dry before attaching each other. If you try to attach them while they're still wet, they will not bond correctly and they'll actually shift on you. And some spots will even take sometimes a week to dry rather than a few seconds. I don't know if I took a picture of that or not, so we're just gonna do a picture. Oops, I didn't click that. There it is. Smelly. And while we wait for this to dry, I'm gonna go use the bathroom and get a little bit of fresh air out of this box of smelliness. That's up the way back. Okay, I will be back momentarily, and thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, much love. Okay, I'm back. And it's still hot. Wow. And we gotta wait a little bit longer for the glue to dry. Okay, let me get the other wings. Yeah, they're pretty lightweight for now. So. A little bit longer. And then we will go to the next one, but we're pretty good right now on this, so. Oh. It's like 4 o'clock, so now the road's getting a little busy outside. Hopefully it's not too bad for y'all. Okay, I think it's pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna push these together. So they're fully connected. Then we're gonna get this. That's about it. Okay. And press down. I'm trying to add a little bit of support underneath it. Well, you enjoyed the stream, but you have to go. You're getting late. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, we normally end around 4, but today we're going to be going a little bit late because I need to finish this. Technically, we could even touch that there. Just about. Okay. Should have pushed that back a little bit more. Sticks out a little. There you go. Okay, so I am Central Standard Time. Let's switch to this one. Rotate our camera some so you can see. But focus camera. There we go. Yeah, text is a girl. So here's our wing. And then there's little switches, so we'll just go flip and they're both backwards now. Haha. But there. Woot. So you can see. Like that and that. And then they still come apart. Yay! So, woot. I'm happy with it. You can see that it's got still the kind of curve outward. So. Cowboys fan? I could care less about football, honestly. Sorry. Okay, now I gotta lay this down. Let me go put it to the side. I need to support it some. 2 seconds. No, it's good. You're from Buffalo, so had much fun with the rivalry. Oh, okay. I like the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders though. They're really cool. And I watched their show. But otherwise, no. Oh, and I've danced with them before. But yeah. Okay. Now to our next one. Oh yeah. No, I didn't get into the group. It was just when I was a kid I danced with them. For like a show or something. But yeah, I've just never been a big football fan. I did marching band in high school. I was part of the color guard team, the winter guard team, so I'd go to every game and perform doing the halftime show, but just don't really care about it. It's not my cup of tea. I hated the cold. Our team wasn't that great, so we always cheered for the other team. We wanted our team to lose, so we didn't have to go to any more football games. So no, I didn't play an instrument. I did orchestra. I played the sweetie car. I played the viola and the cello. Hence my cat's name, Chala. So that school spirit. Oh yeah, same through college. Woot. I actually never went to a college football game. Haha. Yeah, just not me. Okay. But yeah, I did, we were a 5A school, which basically means our school was stupid big. It was the biggest you could get for the category. And, I think the highest we ever got was in the nation. We ended up getting 5th, I think. Something like that. I don't know. And we did the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and I saw a few years ago, I graduated in 2010 from high school, by the way. And a few years ago I saw that my high school, they ended up going to London, I think, to do a parade there. Like, London, England. So, you're not a Longhorns, right, Tiffany? I was a Longhorns fan when I was little because my family was. I still love UT because I grew up in Austin. That's where I'm from, so I kind of had to have a little bit of spirit there, but just not, don't really care. I'm not a big sports fan. The only sports I really got into were, I liked watching soccer, the international teams. I really liked the Germany team. They were great when I was watching that. And then I enjoyed rugby. Liverpool, yeah. See, the games that I have been to when it comes to soccer, I did the, is that the right way? Yeah. I saw it's been a few years, but it was the international Scotland team, which I got to see in Scotland. So that was fun. Some killie pie I got to have. Yeah. I think it was at Killie Stadium, something like that. Okay. It was interesting because it was the teams that were playing, half of them, like, the stadium, like, booed the team because half of them, like, the Scotland stadium was against some other country, and they booed against their own team because where they were located in Scotland, it was two rivalry Scottish football teams or soccer teams that were on the international one, and they hated one side or the other, so it was kind of funny. They booed some of the players. It was like, oh, sad day. Alright, so that one's going there. We're going to go ahead and add our contact cement glue. This side should go a lot faster since we already have everything done. We're just going to be applying glue, waiting for it to dry, attaching, flip, same thing, and then we're done. But I say for fan-wise, personally, I think the Scottish, or not Scottish, sorry, the soccer teams, oh, that's a lot of paper towels, I don't want that many. The soccer teams, I think, have a more interesting, like, fan base, just because it's hard to explain. For someone that doesn't really care about sports. But for like the tailgating stuff and all, it's, for football games, it's kind of, okay, it's the stereotypical kind of, like, you're drinking a keg kind of thing. But when it comes to the soccer, it's a little bit more of like, rough and dirty and like, almost more manly, I guess? I don't know. It's a different crowd, at least what I have experienced. It's less family friendly. Maybe that's the way to describe it. It's so fun through over there. It's a whole way of life for them. Oh yeah, definitely. Applying glue to this. I don't know how we got on the topic of sports. Sorry. Okay. Now we will wait for it to dry once again. So anybody got anything exciting happening today? Or any time this week? You ever watch the crazy Australian rugby with the like 6 fields at once going along? Or 6 feeds at once? No, I haven't. Rugby is funny to me. Like, I don't really know much about rugby except for that you pass it backwards to each player and going forward, and that they do the whole lift to grab the ball, like everybody goes around and pulls it up, grab! And the ripping of your ears, it's kind of weird too. But they do this one position where they all hurdle around each other and hold, and then all of a sudden they like whoop, lay an egg, it looks like. So it's just funny to me, but yeah. But yeah, for this week I'm gonna finish this up. So the TwitchCon competition entry is on the 24th, so I'll be doing that. Hopefully more King Moving Wings tomorrow. Hopefully. We've got... I'm gonna go out that night and celebrate. And I don't think I find out until, I think the 2nd of next month if I make it or not, I believe. Or I might have that wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that, and I'll still be going full force on cosplay making because I gotta make sure if I do get in that it all works, so. Bye. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Neckomander. Have a good rest of your day. But yeah, otherwise, keep working on this, and go swimming. I really want to go to the river and swim. I might do that tonight. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much I get done. I gotta do a lot of gluing, but a lot of the stuff is like, it's gotta glue, and then I gotta see kinda like epoxy gluing, so it's gotta sit for a couple of hours. Especially for the wings. I'm not gonna test the wings until the glue is like 100% dry, which means a good 12 to 24 hours. So yeah. My phone is so overheating. Then I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for doof tonight for food. I kind of feel like sushi. That might be good. Maybe. Try faster. So which Mercy cosplay that I've done has been my favorite? I'm gonna take this one out just because I'm not done with it yet. Favorite wise, I don't really know. It's either, like, I like Combat Medic Ziegler for the fact that it had the moving wings. I'm proud that I figured out all of that. I had to do a lot of CAD work to make all of that work to fit, and it was my first time like learning leather and teaching myself that. But I guess I'd have to say Pink Mercy, just because it looks like the character the most to me. It was lightweight, easy to wear. It fully fit in a suitcase, including the staff, and it was a commission. And so I had to fly with it, and that one is great. Everybody's wanted it at like their conventions and stuff, and I've got requests because of that specific cosplay. But it is now retired. All of the Mercy ones are retired now, except for this one going forward. Yeah, for sure. Love that one. Yeah. The quality, like, each time I make a costume, the craftsmanship, in my opinion, gets better. For the most part. There's a couple that I've done, like, in a week that I'm just like, I'm just making a costume to make a costume. But that one, it was really well made. The wig, we'll take the wig out of the equation. It's a little, I hate wigs. But otherwise, I think the cosplay looked really great. It was comfortable to wear, at least for a day. If you had to wear it 2 days, then my feet were kind of a little eh. But yeah. And I've kind of combined what I've learned from that one and from Combat Medic Ziegler into this cosplay, this Mercy right now. So I've taken the best of both things that worked and are making it for this one, and kind of trying a few new things that hopefully will work out. We'll see, we'll see. So, yeah. Oh, the pink was a wig, never would have known. Oh yeah. All of the Mercy costumes, so I take that back. Valkyrie Mercy, I used my own hair, but my hair was only to like here. So I had hair extensions for the braid part, but for Comet Medic Ziegler, that was a wig, and for Pink Mercy, that was a wig. My hair is not as light as that one. So it's like, in comparison, her color is like yellow compared to mine. But I'm not a fan of wigs. I hate wearing wigs. So I try to use my natural hair as much as possible. Obviously this one I'm not because it's purple. I've got the wig in the background. It's pretty nice though. And that one was already pre-styled. I have to do a little bit more styling to it, and then of course add the headband and add magnets and stuff. But yeah. Other cosplays that I haven't worn a wig for would be my Mount Lady. I used my own hair. Kata Ari, I used my own hair. Let's see. Is there any other ones? I don't know if there's any other recent ones that I use my own hair for. I try to, but a lot of times it's just hard to do. I mean, to a point I can say Ariel I use my own hair, because I have a hood over it. But yeah, it's, for me, wigs, I have a really small head, and wigs are always really large on me, and it kind of looks awkward. And then I have a lot of hair, so, and it's all my natural hair. So putting it up, because it's thick, like I have to kind of put it up and then lay it down and kind of like flatten it to have it fit in the wig, and then wig caps are uncomfortable, so. True, any Warcraft cosplayer coming down the road? Probably not. Unfortunately. I never ended up doing that, playing it, so. That's actually probably one of the first times anybody has asked me for that specifically. I do occasionally will do cosplays based off of requests. Like this one was, I gave everybody an option between this one and Malthiel. I have currently a lot of people wanting me to do I think her name is Raftalia, who's like a fox cat character, anime character. But for me personally, the cosplays that I make, they are games that I've played, so I have to play the game to make the cosplay. I don't just make cosplays to make cosplays. Or if it's from a show or an anime, I watch them as well. So. Hi Chroma Smash, welcome on. How are you today? Why when a woman playing with her hair looks good? Oh. Thank you. I'm constantly messing with my hair. It's just a giant fluff ball. I actually straightened it today though. I don't normally. I mean I do, but I don't. I got it a little off, but it's already down. We'll make it work. Good, glad to hear. Yeah, we are currently working on our Atlantic All-Stars Mercy cosplay from Overwatch, and we are doing the wings. So, make sure I can still hit the switch. Yep, good. Make sure I can still pull it apart. Good. Okay, now for the other side. Woot. Really, you're surprised no one ever asked about Warcraft? Yeah. I get a lot more people asking League of Legends, other characters. I've had, what else? I can't even remember right now. I'm kind of fried. Okay, flip it, and I need to brace it upward. I get a lot of people. Thank you. Damon for the host. Much love. I get a lot of people also, because I am a World War II reenactor and I'm actually the tank commander for a Sherman tank, I get a lot of people requesting me to, for Tank Girl as one, which I did as a Halloween costume like many years ago, but not as an actual like cosplay that I wanted to show. And then I also get the request for, it's like an anime where it's about a female tank crew. I have no idea, but I get constant requests for that. You'd probably make a great, yeah, give a request for that. What else? I get a lot of requests for people wanting me to do skimpy costumes too. But I haven't had those in a while. For me, I personally like to cosplay characters and bring them to life and not do a sexual version of them, I guess you could say. So if it's, like, if the character is meant to be that way, then I'll portray it and I'll make it look like that. But I don't want to, like, for Mercy, I don't want to just be like, oh, this is her in, like, I don't know. Girls in pants. Yes, that one. You followed me on Instagram, had no idea you were on a Twitch streamer till like a week ago. Nice. Yep, stream here all the time. So, yeah, this is the best way for, if you're interested in what I'm making, come watch me on Twitch, because I actually make my stuff live, where most people don't know that. There we go. Yeah, the girl with Panzer's one, I look like the main character, I guess. The TC. So I get people wanting me to do that. Okay, we're marking our last one right now. There. You go, I get the, oh, what's her name? She's like, I get the blonde girl with the blue head and like the boots, and she carries like the moon staff. I forget her name. I get requests for her. Yeah, Dark Magician girl. Which would be pretty easy to do, honestly, for me. And that one I would use my own hair if I was to do it. Sharpie work. There we go. Okay. Okay, that one's gonna go like this. Okay, there we go. Like, I know there's other ones that I get requests for. Like, besides the Raptalia or Riptalia, whatever, requests for her all the time. I feel like most people know Dark Magician Girl, whether they've seen the show or read the manga or not. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm bad with names though, so I can never remember. But I've seen the show, I have the cards. I had a lot of cards, actually. I have them somewhere still. I don't think I got rid of them. Got Misa request from Death Note. I get the Nova, so the Widowmaker, but she's also from the I don't know. The blonde hair one, that's a sniper. Get requests for her. The only card game you still love to play. Nice. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Misa actually was my very first cosplay I made in 2008. Of course, I don't really show too much of that one because, you know, it was my first cosplay. I showed as the point of, this is where I was and this is where I am now. But I'd like to remake it one day. And I get people requesting me to do Witcher. Like Ciri or Yennefer or Triss. But they don't realize I've already done all of those. I just don't post too much of those because those were my very first cosplays. So I took a break from cosplaying, and then when I came back into it, I made 4 cosplays all at once, and I made a whole Witcher group. So I made Ciri, Yennefer, Triss, and Geralt. I did Ciri, and then I had my other friends and all the other ones. And then those kind of got retired just because they were okay. A lot of leather work on those. And then I redid Yennefer a little bit ago, or a while ago. I'd like to redo Ciri though. Amazing for you, I'm sure, looking back and seeing how far you've come. Oh yeah, definitely. Is there an anime in the US that everyone recommends? I mean, what's big right now is the... whatever the Rough Talia girl is from. That one is really popular right now. I don't know if it's just because everybody's cosplaying her, but that one's really popular as a show. You've also got Attack on Titans and One Punch Man are kind of the big ones right now. A few months ago, the Kill la Kill was really big, but I don't know if people actually watched that or they just thought it was really big because a lot of people were cosplaying her in skimpy clothing. You know. But yeah. Fate is a really big one here as well. But I don't really know any other ones that are big at the moment. When the new season of, like, Sword Art Online was really big at first, and the new season came and it went, and I mean, it was okay, but it definitely was not where it was a few years ago. So. And we're waiting for glue to dry, and then we'll place this on. Yeah, what are y'all's favorite animes? Not bad on time for us to get all this done. So. Haven't heard that one. Let me write it down. Or maybe I haven't seen it spelled out. I don't know. Yeah, my favorite ones would be One Punch Man. I love that one. I really liked Soul Eater. That one was good. Attack on Titans, the last season. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Of course, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball franchise is like my favorite. I need to. That's gonna be on my list. Is doing some more Dragon Ball cosplays. Since Margarita is retired officially now. I know I talked about it, but it's officially retired now just because the shoes are now being used for this cosplay. So yeah. One Punch Man and Attack on Titans are your go-tos at the moment. Gonna wait until next season though. Oh yeah, yeah. Loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Had to be the subbed Japanese version. The music scores are so incredible. I never saw the original Japanese ones for Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember when it first came out, that and Pokemon. I originally only had the 5 stations growing up, and those would come on Saturday morning cartoons, and you wake up early to watch them all. So I was really big when they first came out. Yep, Android 18 is on the list. That'll be an easy cosplay. But that one I've been hesitant to do just because it's one of those where it's really a buy kind of cosplay. Like, you buy pants, you buy a shirt, you buy a wig. So I really want to make it though. Just so that way I'm like, no, I made it. It fits in my book kind of thing. I'd like to do the, what's her name? She is the girl Saiyan from the other universe in Super Saiyan, in Dragon Ball Super. She has the purple top with the pink pants, and then she learns to turn, or to transform with she has big black hair, spiky, you know. And I'd like to do the Bunny Bulma, just because I find that one so funny. For kids, dumbs it down so much, Japanese version is super different. I've heard that. It's like the Japanese Pokemon version where some of the names are different and drawn different and might be considered really racist. So yeah. Yeah. Kale or Calcita? I don't remember. One of them though. Yeah, I mix them all up. I don't want to do a Saiyan though. But I'd have to make a wig where it's like EVA foam, and then I can just shove all my hair up in like a bun on top of my head and just be like, nope. I could make a black-haired version, and then I could make a yellow-haired version, and then I could make a blue-haired version and be like, wait, let me transform. Ha! That's what I find funny. So, future plans. Yes. Yeah. Let's check. I'm like getting impatient now, waiting for the glue to dry. But y'all, so I actually have a huge cosplay list. I'd like to also do Alice from the newest Sword Art Online, but she's kind of bigger build. I was debating whether to do originally Alice or if I was gonna do Ruler from Fate when I was deciding what my anime cosplay would be for a big build. I want to do armor because I realized for my anime cosplays, I don't do builds on them. I only do gaming builds. And all of my anime ones were kind of like, here's a bodysuit or just something really easy. And I don't know if that's just because those are the characters that I'm drawn to, but I wanted to have something kind of showcase my armor capability and my prop making stuff. So that's why I kind of went towards Ruler as well. And I'd also wanted to do Saber, the Nero version one though. Not the blue saber, the red saber one. From Fate, the Last Encore. Coming off a little bit, but once we add the strip on the top, it should be fine. The only one downfall on the wings, which hopefully won't be too distracting, is there is actually right here a line, and that's because, I mean, I probably should have just done a whole strip down. Come to think of it, I might just do that. Why didn't I do that? Okay, I might have something else I'm doing to the wings. Just because I needed extra support here because it was a little bit more bendy, so I added a piece here. But I really should just do it all the way down so it looks nice. Sorry guys. We're still waiting for glue to dry. You can see it's all shiny still. Not too bad. Still a little bit longer, and in here it's still really wet. But because these, I really want them to have a good amount of connection. So. So our next stream will most likely be tomorrow, but it will not be at our normal time. It's probably going to be a really late stream. Starting, right now it's almost 5, so I'm not going to guarantee that it'll start at this time, but it'll probably be more around like 6 or 7, maybe even later, and it'll be a short stream if I can get the wings all working, but it'll be to showcase them on and then moving, so that way at least I have footage of that for the contest entry, and of course I'll share it on Instagram, so. But yeah, that's the plan at the moment. I don't know if I'll stream on Wednesday, just because that's gonna be the day that I'm submitting, unless I somehow submit tomorrow. So, yeah. All right, let's put this together now. So let's push these in. It's for the most part dry. Okay, wait, you didn't go there. Alright, I think we're pretty much attached. And check our light. Good, awesome. Okay, and then we're gonna check. Make sure we can pull it apart. Switch over to this one for y'all. So that comes apart still. do our little switches. Whoop. Whoop. All good. Yay. Cool. We are done. Done skis. Down temporarily. Okay. That, I guess I will just kneel down. Cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and if so, press that follow button. It is greatly appreciated and helps support and grow our stream. Also, a big thank you to Necromander HD for the resub, and also for Adam Zavik for the new sub. Greatly appreciated, and welcome to the family. As well, we'll be streaming probably tomorrow, like I said. And then there's a bunch of kids outside, Distractaroo, sorry. But yeah, thank you to all the new followers. Thank you also for the host. And then if you want to check me out on any of my other social medias, they're all at Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. That is for, obviously, for Twitch, for Instagram, for Facebook, for YouTube, for, what am I forgetting? Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Oh, and for Patreon, if you want to help support on Patreon, you can there. I've got a private Instagram that you can join. We've got Bing Suit Polaroids, prints coming soon, fan signs coming soon, tons of stuff, blueprints, you know. As well as if you want to follow me on Twitter, that is at Tiffany Cosplay. It's the only one that's different. So, and if you want to check out all my other stuff, as well as prints available, blueprints available, they're all on my website, right down there, www.tiffanyGordonCosplay.com. And I hope to see you next time. Much love, and stay tuned for all the content. Bye, everyone.